Welcome to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcast on the EU Climate Target Plan.
The EU is determined to become the world's first climate-neutral continent by 2050.
To achieve this, it has recently raised its emissions reduction target for 2030 from 40 to at least 55% compared to 1990 levels. Undoubtedly another big step in the right direction. So, stay with us. It's about your future.
The EU had set itself a target of reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2020 compared with 1990 levels. In 2019, they were already down by 24%, so target achieved. But the EU has kept on raising the bar higher.
The European Green Deal, launched by the von der Leyen Commission at the start of its mandate, sets out a detailed vision to make Europe the first climate-neutral continent by 2050, safeguarding biodiversity and establishing a circular economy while boosting the competitiveness of its industry and ensuring that no one is left behind.
To achieve this goal and meet its commitments under the Paris Agreement, the Commission adopted what's known as the 2030 Climate Target Plan. The plan proposed to raise the emissions reduction target for 2030 from the 40% agreed in 2014 to the 55% finally endorsed by EU leaders in December 2020.
And this is a net target, which means that CO2 removal through, for example, forests or land use would also be counted, which could allow for extra flexibility to reach the target.
Indeed, but how will this be achieved?
Well, the pathway to climate neutrality involves a complex set of interlinked sectoral targets. For instance, thanks to renewable energy investments and other greener practices, the energy and building sector are expected to deliver at least 60% emissions reductions compared with 2015.
But the Commission is acting on several fronts at the same time, from adapting the EU emissions trading system and including all sectors in greenhouse gas emission reduction efforts, to further developing renewable energy sources and promoting sustainable transport solutions.
The Commission is also convinced that the unprecedented European economic response to COVID-19 offers a unique opportunity to accelerate the transition to a climate-neutral economy and deliver the twin green and digital transitions that Europe aspires to.
And the European Parliament will keep pushing for even more ambitious targets.
Yes, it will. Having EU leaders rubber stamp a 55% emissions reductions target by 2030 just before Christmas was already a big step. But the European Parliament wants to go even further and has proposed to raise it to 60%.
A call that has been echoed by environmental organisations across Europe. But business organisations, rather than targets, demand more clarity on how these will be achieved, especially in the context of the pandemic and its devastating effects on the economy. So stay tuned for more lively discussions on the EU's climate action in 2021.
You're listening to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcasts.